Good morning. It is day 2 on the Camino Francés. I am standing kind of in the cloister albergue at Roncesvalles. It's been a flurry of activity this morning with Pellegrinos getting up and making noise and coughing, and yeah, not a good night's sleep, but it's what you can expect. So today I make my way to Zubiri. It's about 20 kilometers and it's mostly downhill with a couple of inclines along the way. I decided to do a short day because I wanted to stay over in Pamplona the next day, and otherwise it would just be either very long to Pamplona or a really short day tomorrow. So just split it in two. So Zubiri today and then Pamplona tomorrow. Weather's looking amazing. It's cool, but I've got a t-shirt on, so that should tell you something. And yeah, it's going to be busy. There's a lot of Pellegrinos here. I mean, this place houses a lot of people, but it was pretty full. So yeah, so let's get this day going. Look forward to it and look forward to sharing it with you. And it's going to be lekker. Buen camino. There it is. 7:55. I think the cows agree. They're just chilling. So about just over 3 kilometers out of Roncesvalles. If you did decide not to have breakfast there, 3 kilometers later is your first stop, and there you can have a breakfast and a coffee. The road out takes you through forest and then on a little bit of a road through this town, yeah, with a bit of carriage. Beautiful little town. I'll remember its name now. It is a Basque town, so of course the alphabet, etc., is not always readable, ever. But I love Basque country. It's beautiful. There was a fox. Oh my goodness gracious. First fox in a while. See if I can spot it. I think it's hopefully made a bolt. Okay, wildlife. And some more wildlife. Good morning, first horse of the day. Here we go. Now we're all set. Morning. 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 Is that Baba? Eh? Yes. I need my camera. Eh? How are you doing? Eh? And how's the Baba today? Eh? Yes. Good. You're very, very sweet. Eh? Very sweet. What a beautiful morning. Do you agree? Yes, I do. And you, Baba. We'll see you later. Have a nice day. Yes. The Basque village of Espinal. So the second village of the route, and it's got the Pyrenees architecture. So these buildings are beautiful. I'm walking a little bit with Philippe. He's from the mountains in Francés, strong as a bull. His first Camino, and yeah, we're about just over 7 kilometers in. So making good time, and yeah, it's very nice with these villages in between. The funniest thing was, there was a guy parked in his car greeting us as we walked in the village, saying, "Don't go to the first bar, go to the second bar, it's my bar, it's much better." How's that for marketing, eh? Bonjour.
Hello.
So after a bit of a climb, around about 8 kilometers in, we get to the top of this little hill, and the views from here are beautiful. Right, so a little bit of a downhill after that climb and the plateau at the top with the beautiful views. This climb is, this decline is beautiful. The forest is dense, and you get very little sun coming in, so it's cool, and it's not that steep down, not like yesterday. And by the way, yesterday just before Roncesvalles, you get a split in the road. So you can go left, and that takes you through the forest, which is the one that I did. We spoke about my feet. Very steep down. And then you could go, so that's right, and then you go left, and that's along the road, and that's a lot more feet and knee friendly. So my recommendation, if you get to that point and you've got a little SOS station at the top, is stay left and go along the road, because the other alternative is, while it's beautiful, is it's quite taxing. And I think at the end of this route, closer to Zubiri, it's going to be a little bit more of that steep decline to contend with. But for now, we're in the forest, and it's lekker. Nice little stop here as you enter the third town. You can even weigh yourself. Don't know if that's such a good idea, but anyway. Hola. 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 It's more French than Basque. What do you think? It's good to know, but why is it low alcohol? May I ask? Our dragon of the Pellegrinos. The Pellegrino dragons. A little bit of local bread delivery straight to your door. If I didn't have breakfast, right? If I thought about flying my drone here, there's almost more police than there are swallows in the air. So I would be unsuccessful in this specific town. The name of which I cannot get because my phone screen is so damp because of the humidity. I have to dry it every time. So. Interesting.
Do you know what it is?
I don't know, no. So we got a shoe and a book. Maybe. They are. They started walking when they were small. It's obviously some kind of library or exhibition for a library. Promoting reading at an early age, who knows? Very interesting. Is that what it says? Okay, amazing. So what, take a book and give it to someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, but if it's okay, I'm not going to be carrying books.
Yeah. That's at least it's probably haven't been. Someone needs to tell them to pack lighter.
Exactly. Someone needs to tell me to pack lighter.
Yeah,
I'm in a traffic jam. Hey, how you doing? I'm in a traffic jam. Can you believe that? Of all places. Eh? How you doing? Yeah, very well, thank you. So about 15 kilometers in, after that third little village, there's a climb and a half, and I expect that this is the prelude to the steep decline into Zubiri. So but yeah, the sun is cooking, and yeah, when you're doing that in the sun, it's not fun, but the shade and trees have taken over for a bit, so that's always good. And yeah, we've probably got about, I don't know, 5 kilometers or so to Zubiri, around about, maybe a little bit more. And yeah, then cold beer. Cold beer in Zubiri. Lekker. So stopped at this food truck. It's about 3 kilometers maybe out of Zubiri, and stopped for a bit of a cerveza. Cheers. And yeah, it's gonna be downhill from here. Downhill to Zubiri. This is nice. Nice little break, and especially for the people that are carrying on past Zubiri. So, San Miguel, the breakfast of champions on the Camino, only second to Estrella Galicia, in my opinion, but not bad, especially when it's nice and cold. So, about 19 kilometers in, but depending on which sign you trust, about 3 kilometers to Zubiri, I think all downhill. A lot of other Pellegrinos had the same idea and just stopped at the food truck. This guy's all kitted out, he's got everything, coffee, sandwiches. It's called a nostalgic bar with a K, and he's working here with his son. So it's very chill here in the shade, resting my legs a little bit. I must say that I can feel them after yesterday's climb, so I'm gonna give them a good old rub later for tomorrow. And yeah, so when I get to Zubiri, second stage albergue I think it's called, it'll probably be too early to check in, so I'll probably just try and drop my bag and then go sit in a bar, do some emails and drink a beer, and yeah, and check in later when I can. I washed my clothes yesterday, so there's not a lot to wash. It is warm, so it'll dry, so it's all looking good. Then tomorrow is again 20 kilometers into Pamplona. A lot of the pilgrims that I spoke to is actually they're going 3 kilometers past Zubiri, which I believe is also very good. I forget the name, starts with an L. It'll be, yeah. But what I heard is there's not as much there as in Zubiri, so for the extra 3 kilometers, might just be better just to stay in Zubiri and have all the supermarkets and whatever you need there, depending on what you want. So that's the update. It's been a pleasant day. It has been mostly in forests, etc., so not a lot to see, not a lot to film either, and not many opportunities for anything drone related, so which is okay. You know, that's the update. It's lekker. Buen día.